pray, follow me. Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me.
Turn out your pockets!
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
I'm coming, Master!
You must remain calm, else all will be lost.
I cannot afford to prowess.
I can't let you get away. I suppose we might as well gather what we can. One might confidently call that a...
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. We cannot break it from this side.
Really? Now?
Follow me, if you would. Hold the enemy in place!
I shan't let them harm you. Are those bats I saw?
Pay them no mind.
We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. Naught spurs the imagination like places yet unvisited.
I would advise caution. There may well be traps about.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
A ranged attack is needed to counter on my aim. Might I be of assistance? Get this first.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise. What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
Careful now.
"'Tis a hobgoblin!"
Fury shan't be of aid against this foe. I'm sure it's halt, if you please.
Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic.
It is not what I expected.
Great, follow me.
It shall be done. I am here to aid you.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arun. You could have been doused in oil.
We could do with a lantern's light. Allow me.
Thank you.
You're welcome to take whatever you like. I'd gladly see you where I find a good use.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. I'd wager there's ore to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
The enemy has brought reinforcements. It seems they need to match our might and strength of numbers.
I knew
That was hard won.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. If it as broken as it seems, then I'm afraid we've no recourse but to find another way of— Who's this, Master?
'Tis weak to fire.
Over here, if you please. Tis this way.
This is a very steep slope, Master. One can slide down it, but not climb back up. Ought I to proceed?
Aren't you coming, Master? I'm down here. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Chance to recover our strength at the most.
Sir, your river has been poisoned.
We must stop boldness.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
Follow me, if you would.
Battles atop bridges are best avoided.
Who can say what awaits us on the other side? Shall we see how Harv village fares of late, Master? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need. Come, I'll lead the way. As a matter of fact, one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
I should advise you.
manage our growth carefully to determine our best strategy.
I shall yield you at once. Halt, in peace.
Wear this robe. It has a means to control forms.
We cannot afford to fall prey to such attacks.
By your leave.
Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it? Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well.
Oi, what are you doing standing?
Jonas, this is the good sir I speak.
Is that right? You did it once afore.
My apologies for the... Yet he speaks truly. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir.
More saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety.
Careful now.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right.
Thank you, Sir Arisen. That's twice now you've ate. We've a long road ahead.
Would you mind coming over here? Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
One can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
Right you are.
Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but the events of the coronation are as vivid in my mind as if they occurred only yesterday. 'Tis most curious that a means of manipulating us should exist, and vexing that it should be in enemy hands. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
This is how I am to meet
Living's hard. Might I interest you in my... humble... Yes. Much obliged, sir.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Do take care on the road, sir. These are... dangerous times we live in.
A good sleep will ensure...
Fear I've no wisdom to offer. Perhaps a straw.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Could allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
Off with you.
Don't know how he expects me to get it all done.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for joining me here at the unveiling of my collection's crowning jewel. There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to kill me should I stall another moment. Let us gaze upon the sculpture now. Wow, what splendid work this is. Let us give a round of applause for young Fulvio, who breathed life into this block of stone, and for the good Arisen, who aided him in his noble venture.
That sculpture was rather impressive, wasn't it? It was well worth rendering our aid, methinks.
A result to be proud of.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Hi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers or... Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. How would you find a silver stone and for true? I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve? We can purchase it or mine it up ourselves.
True enough. Here we are.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you... Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father, I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh...
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Indeed, you are correct. We could do with a lantern's light. 'Tis a glad thing I came prepared.
Thank you.
I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
Ah, yes.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, 'twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not. Almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
I've had well enough of you.
Moment I let down my guard,
The crops ought benefit from all this sunshine.
Maybe I'll make myself
If I could, I'd never leave.
Whatever's to be done.
We shall await you here, Master.
We have our sovereign, do we not? He will surely stave off the advent of calamity.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye o'er it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is only if I am in no position to make demands, of course.
My list of duties grows ere longer. Up at dawn. Done by dusk.
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid?
Welcome.
Just be a while since I heard a good story.
This place is very dreary.
Not much going on.
Mayhap I'll go on an adventure of my own.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better
A place to soothe the spirit, this.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Could have sworn I ought to attend to everyone.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Seems naught never goes right.
I'm not sure what's best. A place to soothe the spirit, this.
To do. Would that I had a helping hand.
Suppose I'd best get to it. Time to earn my
Hello there. You look like you've a lot to contend with, as per usual. Still, since you went to the trouble of visiting, it came by way of a client, a merchant who owns and operates ox carts. As she would have it, there have been sightings of some sort of phantom ox cart in the dead of night. Strange, isn't it? Phantom or not, I can't imagine what they must be carrying to brave monster-infested roads at night. Apparently, it makes its appearance just after sunset as the sky begins to darken and has a caged wagon in tow. As someone in the same line of business, my client said she's ashamed to know that one of her fellows is involving themselves in illegal dealings. That said, I've not set foot outside the capital in quite some time. 'Twas news to me that passenger ox carts don't travel at night. Well, that's it for the rumor. I suppose.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
The only person I believe in is myself.
Not much going on.
Have you heard tell of an ox cart travelling the roads at night? Honestly, I follow every regulation to the letter.
There's been much talk on the street of this phantom ox cart that travels after sunset. But I've heard rather enough.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart will not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'll not stand for this!
All of you.
Should be. Stop! Yes, to pass.
What have you come for then?
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Could it be your... If I cannot dissuade you from... Could it be yours befallen the cenotaph? I'd heard... If I cannot dissuade you...
Greeting! We see a great many customers given our location. The sword and staff is open.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? I see. That is most no matter. Your farewell, Arisen. Farewell, Arisen.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Many thanks to you.
If only I'm 30 years younger.
I swear I've never slept better.
Bunch of
Slim
sluggards.
pickings of late.
Need new blood.
Losing my touch.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.